Hello, what's that, sixth graders? Uh, Today, I'm doing the last part of optical illusion art. I've been doing a series of it, and this is the last one. Okay, now let me show you a finished example. Okay, so this is how it looks when it's folded, and when you open it up, it looks like this, and it looks like totally like random. What is this kind of thing? But you fold this into accordion folds like that, and slowly open it up. And from the straightforward, it's all mixed in, but as you turn it, this is a picture of a hot dog. And then you turn it this way, turns into a dog. Hot dog and a dog. Okay, so depends on the direction that you look at, the two pictures switches this direction and that direction. Okay, so that's what you can make this week. And with this one, I just used the random magazine picture cutout. And you can do that if you have a magazine sitting at home. But not too many people have a lot of magazines and perfect pictures in your house. So if that's the case, you can draw your own pictures, okay? Draw and color your own pictures. Now here is the drawn picture version. Okay, here's two pictures mixed in. This is a large version, 2 construction paper size. Okay, now you fold this into accordion fold. Okay, fold it tight. And okay, here we go. When you turn this way, you see a rooster in the morning. When you turn this way, you see an owl at night. And I did draw those two pictures myself. And you do have to color it, though, if you decide to draw your own thing. Black and white would not work exactly. Okay. All right. So that is a drawing version. Okay. Now, another version is to take your photo or your family photo or your whatever the photo that you like, your celebrity photo or whatever, and make a color copy and use that for the picture. So here is my school picture right here, me without glasses and ponytail, same person, yes. And don't cut up the nice photo. Okay, just make a color copy of it and use that. Unless it's okay to cut it up because you have the 10 pieces of the same picture, you could do that. But otherwise, just make a color copy. Or you can print it out if you have a printer at home on the regular copy paper. And then that's easy to cut up. Okay, so you need the base paper. Okay. So the good size is this 9 by 12 construction paper. That will be the Wasatch project size. Okay. And you will need two different color construction paper. That's half sheet size. So this is the base was this size. So this is half sheet of that. Just depends on which size do you start with, but make sure it's half and half. Okay. Now you would need a base paper like this if you're using a cutout picture, okay, because you have to include the background color, and make sure two colors are very different or even opposite. Okay. Don't use red and orange or red and pink. Just use red and black or blue or a very different color. Okay, you don't have to have red though. Okay, all right. And about the picture that you're going to choose, they have to be meaningful combination. for example, the opposite concept, like morning and night, like I showed you, or young and old, or something that shows the sequences, okay? Or something that makes a really comical, funny combinations, okay? Here's a Wasatch student example, okay? So here's a danger. There's the horse laughing with that danger horse and that danger. Okay, it's kind of silly and funny. Okay. So you have to find a good combination of that. I have seen a project made with a baby with a diaper on one side and a sumo wrestler with his loincloth on the other side. That was really funny. Or the Dalmatian dog and the fire engine on the other side. One time, I even had I had a twin sisters in my class, and so they brought their pictures, and I could not tell which one was which, but they could tell. So they turn it. Wow, it's Rachel. Wow, and that's Emily. Like that, and that became their family treasure. Okay, so you might want to do something like that with your family members' picture, like you, sixth grade, and you as a baby. Okay, that would be really fun to look at. Or you and your little brother, or you and your mom or dad, or your grandma, the whole family. The option is up to you. Endless choices. But if you do it with meaningful, memorable pictures, it will turn into something that you might want to keep for a long time. Okay. Now let me show you actually how to make it. Okay. So you just pretend that this is a color copy, and you put that glue that into a backing paper. You don't even have to use a backing paper if your original picture is exactly the size or even bigger. Just trim it into the right size, or use a backing paper if you have extra space. Okay, and then you draw lines. Okay, so actually you draw it like that, and then go ahead and draw lines every inch. Okay, so I'm going to move this picture so that you can see my pencil line. See, that's every inch. Can you see that better? Okay, every inch I drew a line, and I numbered it from 1 to 6. You just glue this, and when you redo it, you just draw your line right on top of your picture. Just go ahead and draw it. Okay, and you do the same thing with the other half. Okay, this one shows a little bit better because I use a white color pencil. So go ahead and put on I'm using the same picture, but put on the partner, the second picture here, and then draw a line straight on the picture itself. Okay, and then you cut it. You cut it into strips. So you end up with 1 to 6 strips from one side, and A to F, A, B, C, D, E, F, 6 strips here on the other side. And mark it with a pencil, and they do it really light. I have to draw it darker so that you can see it better. But when you do it, just mark it with small numbers, a very light line, because you will have to erase that later. Okay. And so pretend that you cut all 12 strips, okay? And then put each puzzle together, okay? Left side together, right side together. And on the base paper, you put, starting with 1, put number 1 first, okay, at the very, very end. And then you take strip A, okay, strip A next. So it will become 1A, 2B, 3C, that order. Okay, you alternate the number and alphabet. Okay, and do not leave any space in between the strips, or do not overlap. You have to put it exactly side by side. Okay, and a lot of people sort of run out of the base paper space at the very end. That means you have you left a little bit of gap, like 1 millimeter gap in between. But you know, 1 millimeter times 11 times, it's going to be more than 1 centimeter. So that's how you run out. But if you did, it's okay. Just use the last space and then glue the last piece on. Okay. And when it's all glued, let me show you with this one. When it's all glued, it will look like that. Okay. Then you have to fold it. Okay. You have to fold the first edge, mountain fold. That means you make it go up. Okay. And then the valley fold. You go down. So up, down, and then you keep going. Up, down, up, down, and then just keep going to the very, very end. Okay, this is called the accordion fold. See the edge right there? Okay, and then make sure it's folded tight and straight. Take your time folding exactly. Okay, folding it straight. And then you open it up and then start looking at it from this way and that way, and your optical illusion art is done. Okay, and then you can, oh, by the way, this extra strip right here that I have, that is not part of the project. I needed to attach the extra strip like this for the art show display. So if you want to put it up on the wall, so you do the same thing, just put an extra piece of paper on the very edge of it, top and bottom, and then put the tape on the back and put it up against the wall like that. And as you walk along this way and turn around and walk this way, you see two different pictures. Okay, so that was this week's project, and I will see you next week. Have fun.